Hey guys, it's Annika. I'm here to help guide you through a Power 1.5. I have Darcy here on my right and Abby here on my left. They will be my demo bodies. I would suggest grabbing something today that you could use as blocks, whether that's rolled up towels, or if you have yoga blocks, go ahead and use those, or get creative with it. Doesn't really matter, but you might want some support at various points throughout class. The playlist is linked right below, so press play in 1, 2, 3, and start in child's pose, please. In your child's pose, bring your big toes together to touch. Drape your knees wide. I want you to kind of start to externally rotate your hips in this child's pose, so get your knees as far apart as possible. Allow your torso to hang heavy in between your legs. No need to engage your belly quite yet. And then just settle in for a few moments. A few slow, conscious breaths before we move and breathe as a community, even virtually. Take a deep breath in together. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Another time, fill in. And release. Inhale, seal your lips. Exhale through your nose. Maintain this audible breath. In yoga, we call this breath Ujjayi Pranayama. It's just a fancy word. It means breath of victory, breath of power. And for me, especially lately, it has meant breath of fire, something that I can internalize some heat without the 85, 90, 99 degrees heat of the studio. Know that you can still warm your body from the inside out. And it's my hope with this class today that you can find a little bit of that internal fire. Take another full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise up to tabletop pose, and then just begin to move organically. Eventually, we will find some postures together in your tabletop, but maybe you make C shapes with your spine. You can stretch through your wrists, flip your forearms, the backs of your forearms rather, to face the front of your mat. If it serves your body, you can also take cats and cows, barrel rolls through your chest. Do what feels good so you can start to invite some space into your body. If you found some sort of asymmetrical movement, even out the two sides of your body. And then on an inhale, return to neutral spine, tabletop pose. Keep your hips stacked on top of your knees and then crawl just your arms forward. Find puppy pose. Breathe. Reach your arms as far forward as you can. This is like an extreme child's pose. So if this doesn't feel good, you can use a block beneath your chest, you can use a block beneath your chin. Could also, if you need a little more, place 2 blocks, whatever you're using as blocks, beneath your palms. Create even more space in your chest. Just like child's pose, you can allow your core to hang heavy here. I want you to open up some space in your lower back. Breathe full and deep, especially with your heart open like this. Feel every inhale and every exhale. There's a lot of space in your chest. Take an exhale. Inhale, press yourself back up to tabletop pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. First down dog of the day. You can pedal your heels, sway your hips side to side. Do whatever it is that you need to do to wake your body up. Once again, without the heat in the room, this downward facing dog might feel a lot or a little bit different from others that you've found before. So internalize your fire. Use your breath to create space in your body. Know that you don't have the heat necessarily to do it for you today, so you are in charge. Once you found some movement, begin to settle into stillness and set up your foundation. Spread wide through every single finger. See the color of the mat between every single one of your fingers. Release your shoulders away from your ears. So externally rotate your biceps, internally rotate your triceps, and melt your heels down toward the earth. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, slowly travel forward, ragdoll pose, top of your mat. Breathe. Take as many steps as you need to get to the top, and then heel toe your feet out really wide today. Know that especially when you practice at home, you probably have room on your right and left that maybe you're not always used to having in the studio. So take it up. I like to bend my knees a lot. And then, yes, both my lovely models here today chose to sway a little bit side to side. You can also say still, whatever feels best in your lower back, your hamstrings. If you found movement, settle into stillness. Place your left hand below your face. Inhale, ragdoll with a twist. Breathe. Lift your right arm high. Bend a lot into your left knee. See how much you can straighten your right. Once again, your blocks are a great tool to use here if you need a little bit more support. Inhale, reach up, get tall. Exhale, release, hand down. Inhale, ragdoll with a twist, other side. Breathe. Darcy and Abby chose to find some wrist circles, even some shoulder circles here. Do what you need to continue to open your upper body here. Leave the twist out of your hips, so continue to point them toward the top edge of your mat. Nice, Abby. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release both hands to the earth, heel toe your big toes together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, samastitihi, standing at attention. Place your palms to heart center. Allow your eyes to close and set an intention for today's practice. Not sure if everyone knows, but Power Life's tagline is find your fire. That kind of has a double meaning for us at Power Life. Obviously, we love heat. We love to sweat, but it's also searching for something that fires you up, that gets you excited. So what gets you excited here on your mats? What is something that you can take from this at-home practice and transfer it out into your everyday life? Breathe in. Breathe out, release your palms to either side of your body. Inhale, sweep out, around and up, mountain pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Breathe. Yes, we're going right there in Sun A. You had a nice slow warm up. Sink the weight into your heels, so peel your toes off of the mat. Squeeze your inner thighs toward one another. I love Darcy's option here to place a block between her inner thighs. Broaden space between your collarbones. Exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Invite in a back bend this time. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen your spine as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back. Release your, no, place your left hand rather onto your mat. Inhale, simple twist. Lift your right arm high. Breathe. Ground in through your left palm, but avoid clawing with your fingers or dumping all of your weight into your hand. Your core and your legs are still firm here. Now, something different. Keep your left palm on the earth. Breathe in. Exhale, lounge lizard. Rotate onto the pinky toe side of both of your feet. Your back foot will now face the same direction as your knee, if that makes sense. If this is too much on your knees, you can always just find a little bit of movement in your open twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Pause and breathe. Launch your weight up onto your right foot. You can find a gentle bend in your knees. Dial both hips down in line with one another and engage through your lifted leg. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, step together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, someplace familiar. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Inhale, mountain, open your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, Darcy. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, low lunge. Step your right foot back. Ground in through your right palm. Inhale, left arm high. Simple twist. Breathe. Before we add on your fancy legs, feel this twist in your mid back. Rotate through the middle part of your back to stack your left shoulder on top of your right. Breathe in. Breathe out, lounge, lizard. Rotate onto the pinky toe edge of both feet. Your right toes will now point toward the left side of your mat. So lots of rights and lefts. It's okay if you get confused. I'm here. They're here. Inhale, reach up, get tall. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Breathe. Allow yourself a moment to find your balance. Know that it's normal to wobble. But I challenge you to test your balance here, even just for a moment. Send your gaze back toward your lifted leg or maybe even up toward your belly button. Breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Half sun A. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Inhale, mountain, open, back bend. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Breathe. We'll continue to build up that internal fire here. Plank pose is just like mountain pose. There's still that much engagement in your body. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists and lift them so they're in line with your hips. Bring the balls of your feet underneath the heels of your feet and stay and breathe. Trust that you are strong enough to be here. Maybe all of a sudden you're starting to feel those little beads of sweat work their way in on your neck. I know these two are working so hard. Can you stay for one more inhale? Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, set up for low cobra pose. Inhale, low cobra, breathe. Press the shoelace side of your foot so firm into the mat that your knees lift. Isometrically drag the heels of your hands back toward your hips, even if your palms are off of the mat, and then pull your elbows in toward one another. Inhale. Exhale, release. Place your palms beneath your shoulders. Inhale, press up, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice breath, ladies. Stay and breathe. Just through your Sun A, your integrative series, already start to notice the fire within, the heat within that has allowed you to get just a little bit deeper into this downward facing dog than your first. Invite in a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. See that your right knee is directly on top of your right ankle. Exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. As you rise, squeeze your inner thighs toward one another. Love Darcy's choice here to bring her hands to her hips, especially without the mirror, which I doubt all of you have in your home. Physically pull your left hip up in line with your right. Feel it in your body. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, vertical twist toward your right. Breathe. You can backstroke, you can understroke, whatever you do. Eventually, we will continue the circle, but start to get nice and juicy in your shoulders. Continue to square your hips, rotate through your middle back. Your shoulders will start to follow suit, but allow the twist to come from your mid back. Exhale. Inhale, Sultan Warrior. Lift your left arm high, release your right arm somewhere to your back. I like mine at the small of my back, right on my tailbone. These two have chosen to take their right hand to their left hamstring. Sometimes the hamstring is a nice reminder to sink a little lower in your lunge. Yes, breathe in. Breathe out, warrior two. Breathe. Adjust your stance. Now drop your back foot so it's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Sink low into your front lunge and lift your shoulders up on top of your hips. Nice, Abby. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Recommit to your front lunge. Hold yourself accountable here. Know that we are all in this together, even though we can't see each other. We are all inspirations because we're all here moving, breathing. So recommit. Stay strong in your pose. Breathe in. Breathe out, extended side angle. Breathe. Reach as far forward as you can, then bring your arms to 6 and 12 like they're hands on a clock. Tuck your right shoulder underneath your left and see that your left palm is engaged up over your head, wherever it lands, straight up overhead or over your left ear. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg, couple breaths. Abby here shortened her stance just a little bit. You can do that by just walking your back foot in, especially as we hold. That might feel better. Once we flow, chances are good you won't need to do that. But square your hips in one line toward the side of your mat and see that they're both on the same plane. Breathe in. Breathe out, Chaturanga Dandasana, mid-plank, windmill your arms down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice choice, Darcy. Remember, you have options with your chaturanga. You can take it from your toes, your knees, or you could choose to skip it all together and just meet us in down dog. Breathe out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. Slowly rise. Stack the heel of your back foot over the ball of your back foot. And then sink low into your front lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out, vertical twist toward your left. Breathe. Open your wings up toward the top edge and the back edge of your mat. Lift your gaze up. I actually like to almost kind of look at the ceiling here. It's another test of your balance, but it also helps you keep your spine nice and tall. Breathe out. Inhale, Sultan Warrior. Breathe. Nice control, ladies. You got it. Firm up through your lower belly. Continue to pull your belly button in toward your spine and then rotate your floating ribs down. A lot of times we just splay everything out here so that we get this nice, beautiful back bend, but keep your lower back safe. Breathe in. Breathe out, Warrior Two. Breathe. Adjust your stance as you need, then settle right in. You have a few breaths. Just like your reverse triangle on the other side, see that your hips are in the same plane. So they're right across from one another here. One's not up, one's not down. Breathe out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Firm up through your back leg. I know mine always likes to take a vacation, but remind it that we're all here together. We're all in this class. Hug muscle to bone in the front of your leg. Feel your kneecap lift off of your shin. Breathe in. Breathe out, extended side angle. Stay and breathe. Reach forward, then open up. Rotate your left hip underneath your right. And see how much space you can create between your left side body and your left thigh. If all of your weight has dumped down onto your leg, lift up just a little higher. Yeah, Darcy, you got it. Exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Breathe. Straighten your front leg. You can always leave a gentle bend in your front knee, especially if you know your joints are prone to hyperextending. Continue to engage through your core. Plug your left shoulder back into its socket. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, windmill down. Remember your choices. Inhale, upward facing dog. Nice, Darcy. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in together. Exhale, sigh it out. This time, seal your lips, rebuild your fire. Seal your lips, breathe out through your nose. Inhale, lift your right leg high. We'll take this through a flow. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist right. Inhale, Sultan Warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, both legs straight. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Nice, Abby. Inhale, lift your left leg high, please. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, vertical twist. Inhale, Sultan Warrior, right arm up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Stop yourself halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice breath, ladies. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent rise with power. Exhale, vertical twist. Inhale, Sultan Warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more side. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, sultan. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. Take your option. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in together. Full breath out. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, hop forward, find malasana pose, yogi squat. It's not pretty on a camera, but trust me, nobody can see you. See that the entirety of your foot is planted on the mat. Sometimes that means that I like to take a seat on a block. Remember, if you have a real yoga block, there are 3 heights to choose from. If you're using your own props, use however many you need. Press your elbows into your knees back into your elbows. It's an isometric press out, an isometric press in, and then stack one vertebra on top of the other so you sit up tall and proud. One of my favorite yoga teachers, Gail, she always says, imagine your spine is like a stack of gold coins. Keep them stacked one on top of the other. And then maybe you need to allow your eyes to shut down here. This is one of those postures that I'm firmly convinced will never fire me up, other than getting me a little bit angry, because it is always challenging. So find something here that excites you. Maybe this feels a little different without the heat of the studio. Maybe it feels a little better. Maybe it feels a little tighter. Take a full breath in. Exhale, sit on down. It's so close. Whew. High five your cat, your dog, your neighbor. Yes, your Abby, your Darcy. And then make your way all the way onto your back for some core work. Once you find your back, find Supta Baddha Konasana. Press the soles of your feet in together. Allow your knees to open like the pages of a book or a butterfly. Gently tickle your fingers to the back of your head. On an inhale, seal your lower back to the mat. Exhale, crunch up, lift both shoulder blades. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Continue here at your own pace. Really feel your lower back grounded into the mat here. Know that you can always breathe out of your mouth. That will help release some of the heat that you've built up, but especially if you're working on building this internal fire, maybe you choose to leave your lips closed. How can you be grateful for this experience in this moment right here? I firmly believe that there's always something to be grateful for, even in dark days. Your home yoga practice, I hope, is one of those bright spots in your day today. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Quick full body stretch. Extend your arms up long overhead. Point your toes, reach your fingers. And then reverse tabletop your knees over your hips. Set up for yogi bicycle crunches. Flex your toes back toward your face. Fingertips return to the back of your head. Inhale here. Exhale, twist right shoulder toward left knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, twist left shoulder toward right knee. Continue here. Allow your gaze to lift up toward the ceiling. And notice that I said shoulder toward knee rather than elbow toward knee. Tendency here is to just crank on your elbow and close the space in your chest. I want you to leave it open. My 2 lovely demo models here have chosen to keep the stack of their knees directly on top of their hips. If you choose to, you can also extend opposite leg out in front. It's totally your choice. I know that when I try to do that, I actually tend to cheat. And I know that you're at home and I can't see you, but know that if you were really here with us, I'd probably come by and move your knees back just a little bit. That's my favorite assist to do. Last 3. Even yourself out in 2. And 1. Even yourself out. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then set up for bridge pose. Plant the soles of your feet firmly on the earth. Lift your kneecaps on top of your ankles. Exhale. Inhale, bridge pose. Breathe. Press your hips up toward the sky. Continue to find engagement through your core, even as we open up through your chest. This is a heart opener for sure, but it's important to keep your lower belly engaged so that all the weight doesn't just sink into your lower back. Press your knees forward so you'll find length in your quadriceps. Your entire front body gets the benefit here. A little bit of opening. Breathe in. Breathe out, slowly lower upper back, middle back, and then lower back. Find fallen bridge or Supta Baddha Konasana just as we started. Place one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Just return to your intention. Find your fire. What does that mean to you? It can literally mean seeking heat, seeking warmth. That's perfectly fine, especially it's all of a sudden chilly outside. I don't know where our early summer went, but I'm a little bummed about that. So maybe you are seeking the heat, or maybe you're seeking something else. What is it here on your yoga mat that gets you excited? That maybe gets you a little bit scared, but you know that it's something that's good for you to practice. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Inhale, pull both knees into your chest. Begin to rock side to side. Massage your lower back. Then begin to rock forward and back along the whole length of your spine. Nobody at home kill me. These two don't kill me. Rock all the way up to Malasana pose once again. It's getting you out of a chaturanga, so at least that's good, right? See how different this feels. Can you use your core engagement to sink your hips just a little bit lower? Maybe it's a slight tuck under of your pelvic bowl. Sit up tall and proud. Allow your eyes to close. There's nothing that you need to see. Just feel this. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Release your palms to the earth. Set off any blocks that you had used to either side of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Reset your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise up. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Here's the change. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left leg. Exhale, standing figure four. Breathe. Bend into your right knee. Lift your left ankle so that it's on top of your right thigh somewhere. Everybody's made a little difference. And then press your knee down toward the edge of your mat. Feel the stretch in your outer glute and your hip. Yes, these two are beautiful, so focused. Great examples, no wobbles. And I won't move around just to test them on camera. Exhale. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, standing splits, release, down, breathe. So it's been a minute since we found standing splits. Notice how this one feels different than the first, second, or third. Can you test your balance? Maybe you place one hand around an ankle, maybe the other hand around an ankle. Maybe yes, maybe no. You might fall. That's okay. Nobody is there to see it. Get excited about all this wonderful opportunity that you have to explore in the comfort of your own home. Breathe in. Breathe out, low lunge, big step back. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Exhale, vertical twist. Inhale, Sultan Warrior, lift your left arm. Here's a change. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Breathe. I love to enter revolved crescent lunge from Sultan Warrior. I get a lot more space in my side bodies. Darcy has dropped down to her back knee. Abby stays lifted, but both of their hips are in the same plane with one another. If you notice your left hip start to sag down, just drop onto your back knee. It takes out the element of balance, then you can just focus on the twist. Nice breath, ladies. Every breath in, visualize space and length in your spine. Every breath out, visualize deepening your twist. Maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe I can't see it, but I bet you can feel it. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Breathe. Release your back knee to the earth. Heel toe your right foot all the way to the top right corner of your mat. Place your hands to the inside of your leg. And then today, I'll ask for you to find some movement. Forward, back, side to side. Find your point of most sensation in your outer right hip, maybe even into your right hamstring, and then settle in there. This runner's lunge might look different than others, and that's okay. I know something I really like in my life is to try new things, mostly new recipes in the kitchen. I'm not the best cook, but I am pretty adventurous. I also like to bake. And every time I embark on one of those new adventures, I get this little thrill like, ooh, I'm going to be, the next Julia Child or whatever. That has yet to happen, but it's something that gets me really excited. The possibility of one day maybe being as good a cook as my dad. It couldn't have skipped that many generations. I mean, I only have one older sister. So if you're on your forearms, slowly rise back up to your palms, heel toe your right foot back in between your hands. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, place your left hand below your face. Inhale, side plank toward the right side of your mat. Breathe. I love Abby's option here to drop to her left knee. She stacks her left knee directly below her left hip. See that your shoulders follow suit, left under right. Gaze wherever it's comfortable. Avoid cranking on your neck. If you can, lift your top foot just for one breath in. Favorite transition, here it comes. Exhale, knee to chest, low lunge. It's a test, but now you have something to practice. Take a big breath out. Inhale, warrior two, open up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose, rise up, get tall. Exhale, horse pose with shoulder dips. So you don't get a front row view of them, so I'll do it instead. Externally rotate your knees out toward about the second toe on each foot. Bring your hands to the inside of your thighs, and then just slowly dip. One side to the other. If you feel any kind of pinch in your lower back, that's your body's way of telling you, oh, I've gone a little too far. So back off and then rise up to your horse pose. Hands pressed in at your heart center. Lift your shoulders on top of your hips. Exhale, sink 1 inch lower. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, triangle pose to the front of your mat. Pivot your front foot. It's now parallel to or points rather, to the top edge of your mat. Your back foot is parallel to the back edge. Just like extended side angle, length is your friend here. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Then allow your hands just to drop down to 6 and 12. No need to force. My right hand always comes to my right inner thigh here. Just feels better in my body. Exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. You've been here before. Exhale, chaturanga, windmill down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Nice, Darcy. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ekapada, this late in class, that's impressive. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee up this time. Exhale, standing figure four. Breathe. Bend into your left knee. Find the connection, right ankle into left leg. I like to press my hands into heart center, flare my elbows out wide. If you need a little more challenge, you can also reach your arms up overhead. That's a true way to test your balance. Really stoke your internal fire as well. Nice breath, ladies. Can you sink just 1 inch lower? Yes. Breathe in, one-legged mountain, rise up. Exhale, standing splits. Breathe. Beautiful control. Avoid just throwing your weight all the way down. And then once you find your bottom part of your standing splits, lift up and out of your left hip. Tendency here is to kind of get sassy in your hips, just like we tell you to do in triangle pose. This is not one of those poses. We want your hips to remain strong and square. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, great big step back. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise with control. Exhale, vertical twist left. Inhale, Sultan Warrior, right arm up. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Breathe. All the options you had on the other side are available to you here as well. You can choose to drop your bottom knee. You can choose to lift it. Hands can remain at heart center, or maybe you open up your wings and choose to fly. What works in your body? Press the crown of your head straight forward toward your TV, your computer, whatever it is that you are watching us on today, so that your spine stays long. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can release. Abby was just really excited. Runner's lunge. Bring your hands to the inside of your foot, and then just like you did on the other side, surf in and out. Find some movement. Find your point of most sensation, and then make the decision to stay there. Know that just like yoga, no yoga pose worth having or being able to do comes without a little bit of work. Same goes for everyday life. No goal, no attainment is really worth anything if we don't put in the work to get there. That's where your yoga practice comes into play. You get to make the decision to stay in the work here, to feel all those feelings, physical, emotional, and mental, that bubble up through this practice. That's where the yoga starts to take hold. That's true yoga, when you choose to put in the work to get to your goals. If you're on your forearms, rise back up to your palms. Heel toe your left foot back in between your hands. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, place your right hand below your face. Inhale, side plank. Breathe. If you were opposite on the other side, it's no big deal. Just even yourself out now, or else all of a sudden then you will be really opposite. Imagine there's a rainbow in the center of your body. Lift up through your obliques. That creates a slight arc through your torso. If you can, lift your top foot away from the earth for one breath in. Exhale, knee to chest, low lunge. You did it. Woo. Yes. Breathe out. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star pose, rise up. Exhale, horse pose. This time, just breathe. Track your knees out toward your toes. Keep your shoulders on top of your hips. Press your hands at your heart center. Maybe you blink your eyes closed or gaze down at your connected palms. Gaze into your strong hands. Trust that you are strong enough to do this for one more exhale. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, triangle pose, top of your mat. Breathe. Adjust your stance. Invite in a bend into your left knee, a little bend to keep your knee joint safe. And just like so many other postures, see that your hips point toward the left edge of your mat. So tuck your left one underneath your right. Engage through your side body to avoid dumping all of your weight into your leg. Nice breath, ladies. You got it. Exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, chaturanga. That's your last one. Whew. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Exhale, drop on down to your knees. All right. So, most beautiful pose in all of yoga, floor frog. I know that it's not very pretty, and I even questioned whether to teach it on camera, but I know that we all could probably use some grounding through this difficult time, so I thought that it would be really, really good. You've gotten nice and into your outer hips, even into your inner groin, your thighs. So grab whatever props it is that you are using. And then I like to start actually with at least one block here. Some of you might not need it. Another pointer is you can also roll up the edges of your mat, kind of like, I guess a hamburger or a taco. Would that be a taco? Maybe more of a taco. Maybe more of a taco shape so that you don't have as much pressure on your outer knees. And then another tip too is if floor frog just like doesn't work for you, go with that deep child's pose that we found at the beginning of class and melt in there. So pointer, first thing first, come to probably whichever side you want to face. They're both going to face our left. So you can face our left as well. And then come on down, allow your knees to fall open about as wide as they're going to. Ooh, I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit without forcing anything here. And then take a peek back. Are your ankles in line with your knees? If not, get them there, please. You want to make that angle. And then I actually like a block, some sort of prop right underneath my chest. Some of you might want it right underneath your forehead, or you might not need it at all, but allow your chest to drape forward. And especially if you're practicing at home alone, doesn't matter what you look like here. I know I always get some funny looks whenever I teach floor frog in the studio because it's one of those things that's just challenging, kind of awkward, but I challenge you to be here. Remain aware and focus on your yoga practice. Trust that we will not be here forever. This moment will pass. And return to your intention. Now is a perfect time to reflect on that person, that place, that thing that gets you excited, that fires you up, that you get up and out of bed for every single day. Maybe it is your yoga practice. What are you working for here on your mat? Or maybe it's your family or a dear friend. Know that all of the hard work you put here on your mats helps build your internal fire, helps keep pushing you along toward your goals. Whether you think it's selfish to take time out for yourself on your mat or not, know that it is not. It is the exact opposite. We come here to fill up our cups so that then we can share our abundance with other people, our passion, our energy, even from afar. So know through this strange time where we're all kind of distant with one another, your Power Life friends, your Power Life family is still here for you. We are still in your corner. Can't wait to see you all soon. Can't wait for the heat to be back on, for sure. 3 more breaths. Just like that, the time has passed. 1 more full breath in. 1 more full breath out. There is literally no pretty way to get out of this. So just get out of it however you need to. You can flop forward. You can slowly crawl your way up. I'm more of a flop forward kind of girl. And then a moan and a groan. Those are always really encouraged. That is a total game changer when you practice it without the heat of a studio, right? So now you know. Yes, if you're ever like, oh, this pose in class, why? That's why. Because it really taps into something good, something juicy that we all need to do. All right, take a few cats and cows from your hands and knees, tabletop pose. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. Breathe in, cow pose. Breathe out, cat. 1 more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine, tabletop pose. And then swing your legs out in front of you. Prepare for seated forward fold. Stretch your legs out. Flex your toes back toward your face. On an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over your straight legs. Breathe. Allow your hands to fall wherever they are going to fall. No need to force anything. On an inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold just a little bit deeper. Maybe now you allow your upper back to round. Tuck your chin in toward your chest. Drop your gaze. Exhale. Inhale, rise back up. Keep your legs outstretched in front of you. Pull your right knee in toward your chest. Your right knee can stay to the inside of your left leg, or if you need a little more, you can also cross it over to the outside. Ground in through your right hand. Inhale, reach your left arm skyward. Exhale, take your twist toward the right. Breathe. I like to hook my elbow around my knee. Darcy and Abby here both have their elbow to the top of their thigh. Whatever feels better in your lower back, you go for it. But take most of the weight out of your back hand. Your entire body is still active and engaged here. Exhale. Inhale, come through center. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your straight left leg. Maybe now you can reach your toes or not. That's okay. Sometimes I actually get a little bit deeper into this stretch than I do in double leg forward fold. On an exhale, release your left hand to the inside of your left shin. Inhale, reach your right arm over your right ear, side body stretch, roll through your wrist. If it feels good to make some shoulder circles up, down, forward, back, you can do so. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, prepare for a back bend. Plant your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your hips off of the earth. Open your chest. If it feels okay in your neck, you can drop your gaze backward. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release all the way down. Shimmy, shake out your legs. And then set up the other side. Pull your left knee in toward your chest. Remember your options to the inside or the outside of your leg. Ground in through your left hand. Breathe in. Exhale, take your twist. Breathe. I like the hook around the front of my knee better. I can even get a nice little IT band stretch this way. 2 for 1. Sit up tall and proud. Maybe allow your eyes to close. Know that we already went through all of this on the other side. There's very little to see. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Bring your left leg to the inside of your right thigh this time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your straight right leg this time. Few breaths. Press your heart toward your big toe. Length through your lower back as well as the backside of your right leg. Release your right hand to the inside of your right shin. Inhale, side body stretch, left arm up and over. Feel all of the length on the left side of your body, but plug your left shoulder back into its socket. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, prepare for your back bend, left hand behind you. Inhale, reach up, open your heart, open something here. Breathe in. Breathe out, come all the way down to a seat. Make your way onto your back. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a great big squeeze. Lift your forehead up to your knees. One more full breath in. Exhale, slowly release to your final sweet Shavasana. Know that you have a few moments to remain here. I will pull you out when it's time. Allow your palms to face up to receive all of the beautiful, wonderful energy that not only you created through this practice, but everybody else who has chosen to take this class with you created as well. I will guide you out in just a couple moments. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Allow your breath to find your fingers and your toes, your arms and your legs. On an inhale, guide your arms overhead. Invite in a full body stretch. Exhale, roll to your right side. Find supported fetal position. Thank you all for setting aside this time for yourself today. I challenge you not only through this difficult time where we're all apart, but beyond as well, to seek things that fire you up, that get you excited, that get you passionate. Know that it takes work to achieve those goals, but it is always so worth it. You are always so supported by everyone in the Power Life community. As you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Face the front of the room. Eyes can remain closed. On an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Reach for something. Exhale, connect your palms. Bring that something down into your heart center. Guide your thumbs to third eye, the space between your eyebrows. The teacher, student, and light within me is so honored and inspired to be here right alongside the teacher, student, and light within each and every one of you. Namaste. Woo! Thank you all. We will see you soon. Enjoy and maybe practice some more floor frog. Bye.